This is the INH Squawkbox Weekly Preview.
This Saturday marks the start of the 2025 Southern Plains Football League season. The Nighthawks open up their season on the road as the Northwest Iowa Lightning, up in Sioux Center, play host to the Nighthawks. After last season, owners Mark Mackerman and Gordon Head decided to go through a thorough rebrand. Part one of the rebrand was including an expansion to coaching and team staff, including yours truly, which will be your voice of the Nighthawk. The next step for the rebrand was to change the team's focus from just Newton to the whole region, increasing our fan base. That's why we are now the Iowa Nite Hawks. I asked Mark Mackerman about the rebrand, and he gave some really colorful insight on why the expansion to Iowa and why the new logo that we decided to come out with.
Yeah, so we decided to rebrand because our team's growing, our area is growing. You know, most of our player base is from surrounding communities as well. So we want to be there for not just Newton, but the surrounding communities. As a part of our commitment to the growth, you know, we decided to rebrand, new uniforms, a more modern logo, you know, something more appealing to the fans, to the eyes. You know, we've became pretty well known throughout the state, through the area. So we decided it's just best to, you know, become the Iowa Nite Hawks.
And then tell me about the logo design.
So one of my good friends, Aaron Anderson, runs a business called Prodigy X. He's actually doing our uniforms and all that too. I was just asking him to who we could refer to redesign our logo. And he said, you know, he wanted to take a crack at it, and we let him. And, you know, this is what he came up with. I think it matches our identity perfectly. So.
And now on to Iowa's opponent this week. The Northwest Iowa Lightning are coming off their inaugural season with a respectable 4-3 record that got them into the SPFL playoffs, ultimately falling to the Tri-State Tridents by a score of 34-24. They're looking to rebound to get back to the playoffs and look to become a serious contender.
So we play the Northwest Iowa Lightning out of Sioux Center. They look to be a pretty successful team. They were a playoff team last year during their first year. This will be our first year playing 9-man football. So we're excited for the test. You know, we're going to come play some, you know, action-packed football. You know.
Give me a key to an Iowa Nighthawk victory this Saturday.
So just playing disciplined football. It's a new scenery for us. You know, it's 9-man football. So we just have to be used to the new rules, the new changes, and just play disciplined football. We do our job, we're going to walk away with a victory.
YouTube is the official home of your Iowa Nighthawks, with Week 1 coverage starting at 2:45 p.m. and a kickoff approximately at 3 p.m. This is Trevor Rachuy, your voice of the Nighthawks, and this has been your Week 1 INH Squawkbox Weekly Preview.